Hello everybody, welcome back to Competi-Stud. It is me, Timothy, and today we're going to be comparing LEGO to Black Series, in particular Beskar Mandalorian or Din Djarin. This should be a pretty cool comparison. This is the first video I'm filming on my new white table, so that's definitely pretty cool. So I am going to be using this chart that I've created. I obviously have LEGO and Black Series, so I have all these categories that they're going to be critiqued on. Whoever is best is going to get a check mark, then we count up all the check marks at the end and see who wins. So the first category we have to determine a winner for is actually the packaging. So right here we have a pretty standard LEGO package. Then over here we have the now standard Black Series package. Both look really great in my opinion, accurately displaying what you will be getting. So here you get the whole set and then you also get the minifigure. Then here we just have the figure right here. One thing I would like to point out is here you actually get to see the actual thing you're getting. Here you're just seeing an image of it, but you do also get some nice side art on this one. As far as the back of the boxes go, you do have some shots of the set here, which is pretty fine, showing some of the play features. And here you actually get like a little written up thing about the character, which I think is really cool. This figure in particular seems to be the first character in the Star Wars The Mandalorian line, so that's pretty cool, and then you can also just read that little blurb there if you would like. Don't mind my crude opening of this LEGO box, but with normal LEGO sets they either have thumb tabs or you can just cut straight through there, or the better option is some of them have tape, which is usually for the bigger sets. But you just open the box like so, and then you're done. You pour out the stuff and you build the set. Obviously with the Black Series, you basically have the same deal, just cutting through the tape and you're done. So now we have to decide who actually gets the point. And for me, it comes down to this. People don't buy a LEGO set just to get the box and put it on a shelf. No, they buy the set to build it. Now on the other hand, people might buy a Black Series figure to take the box and put it on a shelf. And that's perfectly fine because in my opinion, this box art is really much cooler than this one over here. Black Series is a little more geared towards adults, while this is a little more geared towards kids. And that makes sense because LEGO also has like the all black box art, which is for adults mostly. I think this point goes to the Black Series just because their box art is a little more cool, and also because there's actually a market for people who just buy the figures for the box. We can give 1 point to the Black Series. So now which one has better value? And just so you know what we're dealing with here, the LEGO Star Wars Trouble on Tatooine goes for $30 on Lego.com, and the Mandalorian Black Series figure goes for $20 on Hasbro Pulse. That's just what I'm basing them off. You can find these, like obviously this for cheaper, probably maybe even this for cheaper, but I'm just going off what like the official website says. So now in this $30 LEGO set, you do get this awesomely detailed minifigure, but you're also getting the whole of their build plus 2 other full minifigures. Now there are some custom minifigures made by like Clone Army Customs and things like that that charge a solid $30 for their figures, so alone it's already worth the price. But you're also getting this whole other LEGO set. Now over here you're paying a little less money, but you're getting a much bigger model of the Mandalorian, and in my opinion that counts for something. Now there is no LEGO set over here, so we gotta figure it out. Which one is better? When it really comes down to it, I think it is just the LEGO Star Wars set Trouble on Tatooine, because let's say you get the minifigure, you get the figure here, so those cancel out, but then you're just getting this awesome build, so I think LEGO all the way. So LEGO is on the board, and now it's tied up. Gosh, I hope this comparison doesn't end in a tie. Moving on to detail, there's a lot to unpack here. As far as LEGO minifigures go, this minifigure is one of the best. He has full arm printing on both sides, which just looks great. Unfortunately, there is no head print underneath the helmet, so that's quite unfortunate, but I can't give that a pass since Hasbro didn't think to do it either, so that can be passable here when it shouldn't really be in LEGO. We also get the leg printing, even the back printing, and he does come with the 2 accessories. He comes with, actually not in the set, he doesn't come with the jetpack, but he does have the gun and the smaller gun. So Beskar Mando is a really great minifigure, but he's not bad either. He comes with both guns that you are getting with this minifigure, so it kind of cancels out here. He comes with the cape and all the same detail as a minifigure, just at a figure of this size, you can actually put on like molded pads and stuff like that, which will not be possible in a LEGO minifigure. I think we're kind of at a knot here, and it's going to be really hard to make a decision, but I do think it has to go to the Black Series, because come on, they're putting all the money into this figure, into the detail. I mean, they're not like making a set, they're doing none of that stuff. It's just all detail with the Black Series. Unfortunately, one of the best LEGO minifigures ever can't beat out the Black Series, just because it might be because it's at a bigger scale, but I just think the Black Series won this one overall. And the point is recorded. Next, we have more of an open-ended category, which is real-life use. And in my opinion, this means like How could this figure be like taken a picture of or like build a mock around or something like that? Now the area where this figure struggles is if you would like to display this figure, you can't just put it on the shelf and say, yep, that's my Lego Beskar Mando. I mean, people wouldn't be able to see it. He's so small, like it just doesn't work that way. Now in the Black Series, you can't actually build a mock around this figure because I mean, that really wouldn't work. It would be more of a diorama, I guess you would say. So that could work, just can't build it out of Lego. And you can take this figure outside and take pictures, which would actually probably work better unless you like the look of Lego. But where this figure excels is if you would just like to display him on a shelf, you can just pop him on a shelf and say, yep, that's my Black Series Beskar Mando. Granted, he is still pretty small and people would probably have to get up close to see the details, but I mean, that works a lot better than it would with just one single Lego minifigure. Now I do kind of have a bias for building Lego mocks because that is something I really like to do, which is just not possible with this figure. But biases aside, I do think this one goes to the Black Series again. I think its overall size really works in its favor. Now we move into playability, a really tough one in my opinion, because Lego minifigures are really fun to play around with, but you can also play around really well with a Black Series figure. I don't really think it's really fair to compare them, including the whole Lego set, because, I mean, Lego would easily take it at that point. I mean, I don't think that's fair at all. So we're saying just solely on the figures themselves. I think at the end of the day, it will just come down to articulation, but I do think there's a little more to the story. Obviously, with a Black Series figure, you can move it in a bunch of different ways, way more than a minifigure. But I do think there's something really great about how small a Lego minifigure is, because you can just like pick it up in your hand. I think for once the size of the Lego minifigure really works in its favor because it's so small. You can just slip it in your pocket, maybe even take it to school, slip it out and no one would even see it. I mean, with the Black Series figure, it would be massive and everyone would see, oh, there's a Black Series figure, oh my goodness. I think the size of it also makes it really fun to play around with because it's like super small. You could pretend like all these other things are giants. It's like you could take a pencil, it can be like a massive thing and he's trying to fight the pencil, while this, it would just be like basically the same size. So I think for this one, Lego definitely takes the cake. Now moving into the final category, it is just my own opinion, so all my own biases, everything is put into this one final decision. I think I have to go for the Lego minifigure on this one, just because I've played with Lego minifigures my whole life, while Black Series, I kind of just got into it. So unfortunately, this ties it all up. This is like hitting a home run that ties the game in the bottom of the ninth, and you have to go to extras. So how are we going to decide who the true winner is? In my opinion, there's only one way to do this. Drop test time. So what we're going to do is we're going to load them up with all their accessories, drop them, and whoever has the least amount of accessories fall off is the winner. As far as Lego goes, he is obviously going to have his long rifle. Then I'm going to give him also Baby Yoda. Let's see how this works. Then for the Black Series, I'm just going to put all the accessories that came in the box. We're all set to go, so who am I going to drop first? Bombs away, Lego Beskar Mando. What is the damage? There is none. Everything stayed intact. I guess this is proof that Lego has some really great clutch power when it comes to the studs and also the clips. This is going to be hard to beat by Hasbro. This whole comparison has come down to this one final drop. This is where he lays. Let's see what's happened. This gun fell off.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Lego wins! I can't believe this gun stayed in. Oh my goodness. Lego's the winner! After a hard-fought battle and an early lead by the Black Series and a comeback by Lego, Lego takes the win. Until next time, Black Series. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for some more awesome Lego and Black Series comparisons. And I will see you later. Goodbye.